letting yourself settle. Whatever rearrangements in your space are necessary. It's summer. Flowers. Placing something around you that creates meaning and purpose, blessing. These purples and pinks in art around me, on the floor, in the blossoms, the renewal of that color. Just back from picking an hour of blueberries and an hour of blackberries, and the weight of that water moved from the rain to the soil, from the soil through the root into the plant, into the berry, and then the weight of those berries carrying them in, that those will become the water that moves through me in the winter. That this is just that the water cycle isn't something that it falls outside and it goes down the river and the river goes to the ocean and it cycles. It goes through the plants. It goes through us. It goes into us. The rain is in us. And recently, wonderful recommendation, Zen in the Art of Saving the Planet. Thinking about how this is such a the movement of this, we can get lost in the physicality that this is athleticism. And athleticism is important in that it builds our physical strength and capability. But the movement of this sequence is also the movement of the rain falling, the water up into the plant, the movement as I walk, the sweat down my back, the constant movement. Being an earthling, being a being, is this participation in the movement of the flowers blossoming, the movement of the clouds shifting, that we begin to acknowledge how essential movement is. And that this sequence confronts us, and I get emails that are like, I don't like raising and lowering my hands this much, this is really hard. It's hard because we haven't done it, that we have fallen away from the possibility of the capability that movement provides. And so I just wanted to bring this quote from Thich Nhat Hanh into us. Movement. Mindfulness helps us stop the distraction and come back to our breathing. Paying attention, we're going to read that one later. Go with me here. When you breathe in and become aware of your body, and you look deeply into your body, and you realize that you are the earth, that your consciousness is also the consciousness of the earth, that can become a liberated consciousness, free from all discrimination and right-wrong views. You are doing what Mother Earth is expecting you to do, to get enlightened, to become a Buddha, so that you can help all living beings, not only on Earth, but ultimately other planets. Only when you have this view, this insight, will there be a deep communion, a deep connection between you and the Earth. All kinds of good things will come from it. You transcend the dualistic way of seeing things, the idea that the Earth is only the environment and that you are the center. That you only want to do something for the Earth so you can survive. If we notice that our movement, that our circulation is part of a greater circulation, that the water goes into the ground and the ground goes into the berries and the berries go into my body and the sweat goes down my back and back out into the ground, that we are a part of something so much larger. When we begin to participate at a level like that, our movements have a different strength and a different meaning and a different purpose. We want big, strong clouds that shape and reshape. We want big, strong bodies that move and fold and unfold for as long as we can. So consider this as you move, that you are as pliable as trees, as steady as stones, as beautiful as flowers. Palms together, heart up. 3 times. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists, shake it out. Come, let's start on hands and knees. Let's start on hands and knees and little cat-cow. Right there, just into the spine. So if you like to pad your knees, that would be a good thing. If you don't need it, make sure that the knees are under the hips, that the tops of your feet are flat, that the tops of your feet are in line with your knees, that the heels of your hands are just in front of the fronts of your shoulders. Round your back, tuck your chin, wag your tail a little bit, set it up, broadening through the shoulders and dropping the base of your thumbs down into the floor, the base of your first finger into the floor, and then even it out into the pinky edge. Keep the hands steady and drop your navel. Inhale, open, and exhale, round. So that the weight of your body is even, the inside and your outside of your hand. The inside of your knee and the outside of your knee, the inside of your foot and the outside of the foot. And from the evenness of your base, let your spine move. Staying even. Notice if you collapse to the inner knee or to the outer knee, to the inner hand or the outer hand. Keep it even. And notice the space in between the center of your palm, the center of your arm, the center of your knee. 5, 4, good. 3, 2, 1. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, walk one heel. And then the other. Again, one heel. Press the opposite hand down and away. Find the inside, the base of the thumb, the outside, the pinky edge. Feel it changing your shoulder. And again, other side. The opposite hand, base of the thumb, base of the pinky. Feel the space in the middle of your hand. Find center, knees to the floor. This is inhale, hips to the heels. This is exhale. That is 1. Inhale up. Down dog. Press back. Hands and knees. And child's pose. This is 2. Go 2 more. And find the rhythm of your breathing. Meet on hands and knees. Extend your right heel back. Flex the foot. Your left hand out. Press your right hand, the base of the thumb, right down into the floor and feel your navel engage. Stand in your left knee, stand in your right heel, and bring elbow to knee under your belly for 5. Inhale, open. Exhale, 4. 3. 2. 1. Stay 3. Stay 2. And change. Left heel back. left thumb down, navel to spine, right hand out, and then exhale, elbow to knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay. 3, thumb down, navel to spine, square your hips, square your shoulders. 2, and knees down. Good. Lift your hips. Walk it out. Step your right foot up. Put your left knee to the floor. Turn your left toes out and a block under your left hand, and we'll just circle into the right. So big back stroke for 3. For 2. And keeping your right arm beside your ear, keep your hips forward and back. 3, 2. As you bend your front knee, lift the back knee off the floor. Turn your palm to face the front and make sure your back heel is forward over the ball of your foot. And then scissor your thighs. Navel to spine, and from the hugging of your thighs towards each other, the arms open even wider. And then right hand down. Changing sides. So the block goes to the right, downward facing dog. Feel through the right arm, right hip, right heel, how those circles have made space. Step your left foot up outside the left hand. Right hand has the block. Left hand, big back circles. 3. Allowing your hips to move, allowing the circle of your hands to grow right into the fingertips. And then pause. And let your hips move forward and back. 3. 2. And as you stay, left knee is bent, right toes tuck under, lift your back knee, hug your thighs towards the center line. Your back heel is over the ball of your back foot, and as you hug your legs, the arms open even wider. Put the work in the low body and let your upper body open, and then set it down. And step back, downward facing dog. Right foot steps up, left knee comes down. Fit your right armpit into your right knee. If that means that you need to use your blocks on either side, then you can support yourself. Or fingertips to the floor, right knee and right elbow, top of the left foot flattens. And now lifting your heart forward by putting your kneecap into your armpit. The temptation is to round down, and instead, the top of your back foot is heavy, the heart is coming through, even your eyes and your eyebrows a little lifted. Widen your gaze. Lift your mouth corners. Big deep change there. And then step back, down dog. Put your feet together behind you, left foot down, right foot high. Put a soft bend in both knees. Come onto your right fingertips and then your left fingertips. Soft both knees and opening through the back of the left thigh, squaring the right hip down. Knees are soft, arms are open. And right foot down. The left foot steps between the hands. The right knee down, the hands widen. And your knee into your armpit. So if you need to use the blocks, use the blocks. Fit your knee into your armpit and let your hips drop forward. If you need to, they slide back and you come again. Top of the right foot down. And stay. And your heart is coming through. And the hips are square and the chest is square and the eyes widen. You can see more top to bottom, left to right. And tuck the toes, stacking back, downward facing dog. Feet together. Lift the left heel. Soften your knees. Left fingertips, right fingertips. It shifts the weight. Back into the right foot. Knees are a little bit bent. Square the left hip down, the right hip back, opening through the chest and the armpits. And put your right foot down. Good. Take the blanket and fold it away. Come forward, come all the way to belly down. Bend your knees, and as you straighten your legs, lift your chest. That's 3. And just roll down, bending your knees, and as you straighten your legs, lift your chest. So you're starting to engage from the tips of your toes right through the backs of your shoulders. One more time. Shoulder blades to your spine. Tips of the toes to the floor. Little wag of the tail. Take it 3. 2. So the heart comes up, but now the navel's coming up. And downward facing dog. And we'll move that through with 2 simple sun salutes. Walk your feet to your hands. Widen your hands. Turn your thumbs up. Drop your seat. Stand up tall. Here's inhale. Palms together. Thumbs to the heart. Here's exhale. Stay. Sweep up. A bend in the knees. Fold down. Left foot steps back. Left knee down. Hands up high. Inhale. And then exhale, fold. Down dog. Good. One variation here. Hands and knees. Put a block under your left hand. Turn your left toes out. Put your right foot flat. 3. Right elbow. Right knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to knee. 2. Exhale, elbow to knee. Opening wide. And then 2 hands down. Shift back, downward facing dog. Feel the right side, right hip, right heart. Hands and knees. A block under your right hand. Right toes turn out, right toes tucked under. Left foot flat, reach up, reach over. And left elbow, left knee, that's exhale. Inhale, open. And 2. Inhale, open. And 1. Stay. And downward facing dog. Feel the left thumb, left outer shoulder, left heel. Left foot steps up, right knee comes down, hands up high, inhaling. And then exhale down. Step up. Hands wide, sit down, heart high, stand up. Thumbs to the heart. Inhale up. Exhale, folding. Right foot steps back. Right knee down, 2 hands high. Inhale up. And exhale down. Down dog, step back. Hands and knees. Block under your right hand. Turn your right toes out. Left hand high. 3 times, elbow to knee. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale. And set it down. Downward facing dog. High plank, chaturanga, or cobra. Upward facing. Downward facing. Good. Hands, knees. Left toes turn out. Right foot to the floor. Block under the left hand. Up and over. Right elbow, right knee. Exhale, 3. And then 2. And 1. Pause a beat. And down dog.
Left hand, right hand, left hip, right hip, and all the way to the heels. Right foot steps up, left knee comes down, 2 hands high. And down. And step up, hands wide, sit down, thumbs up, heart up, stand up. Interlace your fingers and circle. For 3, 2. And reverse your circle. And let go. Shake out the hands. Front, back, left, right, top, bottom. Awake and aware. Shake it out. We'll just do a few swinging twists. Loosen the arms, the shoulders, the spine. 3, good. 2. And reverse circles through the shoulders. 1, 2, 3. And we begin the Kriya. Interlace your fingers up over your shoulders. Exhale down, inhale up. If it's too much for you, make it smaller. Hands don't go as high. As you've got the capacity, you're spreading the spaces between your ribs, the intercostals, your ability to increase your breath. Your capacity for life force is opened here. 20 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Release your hands, sweep wide. Inhale, lift your chin, fill to the collarbone. And then tuck your chin and hug your heels towards one another. And as you hug your heels towards one another, the pelvic floor can rise. And you're holding the breath at the base like a great bowl. Tuck your chin, lengthen the back of your neck. And you've created 2 locks and you're holding the energy in your body. Lift your chin, breathing out, hands widen down. We're increasing our ability to hold more light in our lives. We are willing to bear bigger gifts and more pleasure without turning it away. Shake it out. I want that vessel as big as possible. Hands wide. So inhale down, exhale center, inhale up, exhale. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Find the breath. The tip of your tongue is right behind the front teeth where it meets the roof of your mouth. Elbows are bent if needed anytime, otherwise arms straighten. hugging your heels towards one another, the lift of the pelvic floor. The legs are stable. The low body is stable. The upper body is open. It's more capable than we realize. It's not responsible for all the work. It's here to hold capacity, energy, inspiration. You'll keep the movement of your arms, change your breath. We go in, out, out. In, out, out. Hug your heels in. Stabilize the low abdomen. Soften the shoulders. Soften your face. Three, 2, and 1. Hook your thumbs, try to pull them apart. Hug your heels and inhale. 3 sips. Tuck your chin. So the heels hugging in, lift the pelvic floor. Seal the base. Heart up, chin in, spine long. Reach into the fingers. Seal the top so that holding that capacity built. And then chin up, breath out, hands wide and down. Notice, let it through. Everywhere, everywhere. May our capacity for bliss grow. Let it move through us without impeding its flow. The movement is here to get us unstuck. Palms face the floor, feet are in parallel. Turning to the right, a bend to the knees, stand up tall. Center, turn left, bend to the knees, stand up tall. So your squat can be really small. Your squat can be enormous, but I want you to pay attention to your hips and your knees, that your hips track straight back, that your knees stay over your ankles as much as possible. Exhale down, in, up, X center, in left, X down, in, up, X center, X right. Then you're a building thunderhead.
that you are the rapids over the stones, that you are the breeze through the trees, that you are made for motion and momentum. You are an earthling. The earth is coming through you. You are not separate in any way. Arms extend and move. That we could replant ourselves, reabsorb ourselves, refresh ourselves. Three, two, one. Let go, sweep up, hands high, hook your thumbs. Inhale. 3, 6. Tuck your chin. Now hug your heels. Pelvic floor rising, gathering, closing like a rosebud. Up, up, up. Heart high, chin in, reach to your fingers. Elevate yourself. And chin up, breath out, hands widen down, and notice. Let it through you. The rain drains through the soil to the river. The river always moving down the hill. That movement of molecules is innate. The movement of the blood through your body, the same as the sap through the trees, feet widen. And so we move not just inner energy, but outer energy, hands circling back, back, higher, 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 heart high, knees soften, hands circle forward and forward and forward, head falls, hands finish over the top, circling back, up and up and up, and inhale, exhale, down, 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 drop your head, hands overhead, continue. One more.
And widen down. Feeling expansive. And all the way down to your seat. So seat can be seated on the edge of a blanket or a bolster. Seat can be on the edge of a couch or a straight chair. If you're seated on a chair, then knees are bent, feet are flat, heels under your knees, sitting tall. The base is constructed, the body is clear and bright. Exhalation takes the navel back into the body. And back into the body we stabilize and embody the activity we've been doing. So start with bent elbows. X, 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 clap. 7 exhales, 1 clap. Arms straight. Navel to spine. At a ha with the clap. 5, 6, 7. Ha! 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 One more. Ha! Palms open. Eyes closed, sitting tall, rest, notice. The navel. The hands. The heart. Let your legs go out long and shake out your feet, shake out your knees. So if your hamstrings are tight, one option is to take your blanket and roll it up and bring it up under the backs of your thighs so that you can't overextend. You can also use blocks, flex your feet, or if you don't have either, just bend your knees. Pull your heels towards you, hands up high, fold, navel to spine. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. The heart comes up and the navel goes in. And the heart comes up and the navel goes in. Work there, or if your hamstrings allow, your legs extend. And take your time. As you exhale, energy lands in your navel like a ball of light.
as you inhale, leaning back, the ball rises to the heart. Exhale the ball to the navel. Inhale the ball to the heart. And upright. Hands down. Bring yourself flat to the floor, widen your heels, shake out your feet, turn your palms open. How swiftly can you fall into complete rest? The jaw slack, the lips together. The breath slowing, steady. Can you drop a little further in? Like a stone on a hillside. Walk your feet in. Take your hands overhead and deepen your breathing. Knees to your chest, hands to your shins. Left leg long, left hand wide. That's inhale. Exhale back. Right leg out, right arm wide. Exhale back. Alternating left then right. Perhaps 2 feet together. Base of the big toes touch. 2 arms wide. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Continue there, or lift your head, shoulders, reach your hand towards your heels, and then open. 10. Catch your shins, roll forward and back. And the last movement. We'll plant our feet standing tall, hands on hips. A little squat, tail back. Inhale up. Exhale down. Can be that big. You can have hands out, counterbalance. Inhale up, exhale down. Hug your heels. Or interlace your hands, the base of your skull. Squat can be little or squat can be big. Three, 2, last one, and let it go. Bring your seat. Today we are going to kneel and come into the Satkriya with the hands overhead. This is the mantra we began our sequence with. This upward energy, Sat. We're calling it up from the navel to the midbrain and then Nam out the top. Palms together, interlace your fingers, put the first fingers up, left thumb over right if you identify as a woman, right thumb over left if you identify as a man. Hands up. Arms beside your ears. Inhaling on Sat. Sat. Nam. 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 Sat. Nam.
Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Nam. Two more. Nam. Nam. Allow your hands to descend. Turn your palms open to rest the backs of your hands on your thighs. Eyes stay closed. Be completely still. In this stillness, we'll use what's called the earth breath. Any change you need to make, if you want to be seated cross-legged, if you want to turn your palms down, set yourself up so that you can be still and supported. With your attention resting at your navel, feel the exhalation there like a gathering, and the inhalation and expansion. Exhale is a gathering of energy, of light, a stabilization. The inhale, a release. Exhale, navel. On your inhale, inhale down into the ground. Exhale to navel. On the inhale, up into the crown of your head.
Exhale, navel. Inhale, down. Exhale, navel. Inhale, up. Exhale, navel. Inhale, down like a root. And then exhale, navel. Inhale up to the heart or to the head. Exhale, navel. And down. And navel. And up. And navel. And continue like this, 1 minute on your own. To go one step further, on your inhale, pause the breath, heart up, chin in, pelvic floor gathers. And let go, exhaling to navel. Inhaling. And pause, holding the inhale, pelvic floor rising, heart up, chin in. And exhale to navel. Inhaling, pausing, stabilizing, exhale to navel. 3 more. And then reside with no technique, with no effort, just an awareness of the sensation in your body. We begin to counter the movement with greater stillness, the strength that the movement creates gives us the strength to be steady in our stillness. Deepen your breathing, deepen your smile, and sweep wide. Palms together, bring it in. You are stronger than you know. And inhale, open. Thumbs to the forehead, center, we close, long sat, short nam, I am this. Inhale. Nam. Satnam, I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Increase your capacity for movement, your capacity for stillness, your capacity for breath, your capacity for grief, your capacity for beauty. Feel the freedom and the ease that provides. It's not about forcing or working. It is a gift. And I am learning to hold more gifts, and then more show up. Make space for the space and the quiet. Thank you for your time and your practice. I will be back tomorrow, Thursday at noon. Next week, on Tuesday, I will be here at 11. But it will be recorded and you will replay it whenever you like. But next week, on Tuesday and Thursday, class will be 11 a.m. EST live. And otherwise, use it as you will, as you have, as you do. Stay in your practice. Stay attentive. Let it keep evolving. We're layering into this sequence. We're layering more depth, more power, more silence, more connection.